Picks up this elim, maybe some materials, 2 big hits, can't quite find the elimination. Gonna try and get ahead of the build. Shot out above. Pressure from the third party in Motor, picks up that elimination. A 1v1 heads up situation. Motor at a huge disadvantage in the storm, ticking slowly, and Artor sitting on enough builds maybe to apply pressure. Down to 10 now, the drop in, and finds the elimination. Only 2, but it still gets the job done. A 12-point victory royale pushes Artor to 42 points thus far.
And again, don't forget, with the prize pool being double this week, even if you don't get one of those qualification spots there, the money is doubled in every single one of the placements, so each one of those interactions could be the difference in a little bit of a bigger paycheck. But now we're swinging right on board over towards one of the snowy biome areas in Happy Hamlet. 38 players in this match.
I think Happy Hamlet's worthless.
And what's it like? As in you don't like the drop spot,
no,
or
terrible.
as in like the town like shouldn't have ever been developed?
I think that they have outdated laws about leashing your dogs, and I also think that the loot positioning is poor. I do not like Happy Hamlet. If you agree with me, hashtag Fortnite World Cup.
All right, hashtag Fortnite World Cup. What is your favorite solo drop spot? I know Lupo's is a not Happy Hamlet, so what's your favorite solo spot? What's your current solo drop?
My go-to typically is going to be, okay, so there's a little pirate camp in the southwest of Pressure Plant that before the volcano went off, that's where I was consistently dropping. Recently, though, because of the changes, I really like Valhalla. I like the dance club. If I'm dropping solos and I'm not going for, like, because there's a different play style.
Competitive, super serious, ultra World Cup qualifier where you're dropping solos.
I'll go Valhalla, and if that's contested, I'll fly past the Sabi.
Okay, cool.
I like that west side of the map, typically because it is not often challenged. You have so many opportunities for rotation. And the only problem is, like, you have the rocket base that now is kind of decayed a little bit to the northeast of Snobby. You have Valhalla that's up there. That you have a lot of places where there's going to be people that can see down from above. But I mean, you also have a quad in there. You can quad fly your way back to tilted. What a back-to-back! That was 2 shots sequentially.
62 on the first guy.
Para esta tfue no lo sé, creo que sí.
We talk about the flint knock efficiency in the right hand. Skagen, the right hand's there, just wow. You talk about the pirate camp right there, going to work with the flint knock. I'm a big fan of that west side of the map too. I know the little kind of broken house between Viking Village and where Polar was. That's down there, has 3 chest spawns, and you can rotate away. There's mushrooms there. That's one of my drop spots.
I think que es de Team tfue, o sea, es lo único que sé.
I'm just upset. I
Pero
lost
tfue yo creo que
upgrades
sí,
down
en verdad no lo
between,
sé.
down there has 2 spawns on itself, and then the pirate cannon that used to be there had 2 spawns, and then the house had a spawn. So there's 5 spawns that were all in that one spot, and then you just and you move right into old factories. It was really good, but lost that one unfortunately now.
Vale, dicen que pueden caer rayos.
CSC sitting on 42 points. You can see him
Hay 24, bueno, 35 personas en un círculo. Abajo a la derecha sale.
Saw the supply crate and then like
thought about it for a second and said, you know what, I already used the shadow bomb. I don't want to make this. I don't want to feel like this goes to waste. So I'm just going to instead I'm going to push for rotation.
But you can see in the bottom right hand corner there that supply drop just goes completely to waste. There was no one there. Let's look at the rest of the lobby. Martaz, Kripa, Waldo, Kisanth, Orc H, Fool, Bayon, Mods, Blazin, so many players. Mexi over there and Waller rolling around.
Creo que gane Blitz. Por favor, Blitz. Vale, este es killer. Pero creo que gane Blitz. Ahorita por ahí. Y me encanta. Y una pena de que Rubius, naranja y ninja y tfue, no sé si fue eliminado, pero fueron eliminados. En el tfue creo que todo eso fueron eliminados. Sobre todo Willy Rex. Esto no es móvil, gente. Esto es un espectador que...
So many people trying to rotate simultaneously through not even the ultimate low ground, but just kind of the mid is just full of people. Every single layer is a fresh tarp, and you have tons of new builds and a lot of metal coming up.
A lot of metal going through it, and you've got to work through the old builds as Prism gets taken down and misses out on the
jugadores que rápidos son.
With Haibuzin as he makes his rotation. Mexi out of the ball, it picks up Savid. Ghosty gets taken down as well as Habusen as he edits
Vale.
down, gets the shot.
Y Bus ha matado a Omnis, creo que se llama.
I think that player that he shot actually survived. There was a storm.
Oh, it's the other player who went through.
Dice que creo que están jugando muy bien. Que no, yo creo que dicen que va a morir. No, no ha muerto. Diga ahí. Diga se va a morir. Vaya. Pobre Diga. Le ha tocado. Owen está con los bolonchos. Ojo con Villar. Ojo con Villar.
Looks like a little bit of a delay there.
Just madness on that low ground. Everyone is down there as we're getting closer. Boom, there it is. Top 15 Styler.
Bayón. Madre mía, ojito a Bayón, Ojito a Bayón. Vaya hit que se ha llevado.
Brilliantly done, topped out on the light ammo. Kripa gets full as Mods gets blazing.
También la partida. ¡Qué buena! ¡Ostras! Creo que han matado a tfue, yo qué sé. O uno del miembro, uno del team tfue.
What a quick reaction there, man. Now at 2 eliminations. Only 24 builds. G just picked up all that brick.
Oye, que esto es la World Cup, ¿eh? Estos son, creo que las eliminatorias. Madre mía.
Across, but it doesn't really matter. No one's looking up, and he's got RPGs for days. Looks like he's going to look down from above and try and take shots.
Good pickups from Kripa on this mid-tarp right now as Balsama is going to work down Bayonne on.
Gente, no estoy editando, o podéis meter en Fortnite, que ahí os sale, ¿vale? Podéis verlo, pero podéis verlo en original. Oh no, va a morir, va a morir. Ha ganado Botman. Estamos muy mal de balas.
Well played there. Even just the single layer of brick, because there are so many layers of material below, that's actually really, really good thinking on his part as he's moving forward.
Vale, nos vamos
no one's going to challenge me.
aquí en planta de presión.
In the way that no one's looking up. I just need to keep this. I got to find a spot to connect it, and he dropped down and did that, which is that's
Esto en
a super
Europa,
common strategy, especially in duos. Typically, you have players
Estamos en
that
planta de
are
presión, ¿vale?
pressure, taking shots.
Está Solari campeón. Ostras, Solari, un amigo mío, entró en la World Cup. What the fuck? Madre mía, Solari, qué campero. Amiguito, te estoy
I don't want
viendo.
to say like made that more prolific, but like watching their bots and
so
watching him
smart.
do it is kind of like, oh, here's the
Vale,
blueprint
queda
for how
un
you
2
go
segunditos
about
para que la
it.
tierra
You're connecting the
cierre.
canopy of your build to
Ostras, tienen todo infiltrado, círculo número 5 y ahí no muere.
You're not going to run back and replace it, but now it doesn't matter because you have another branch connecting underneath.
Yeah, and then you're
Quedan rayos, ¿eh?
well
Me han
done
dicho.
from them there. As we're on board here with Solari Airwalks, 49 players left, so just a tick under half of the lobby. Storm Circle 5 is closing, and we're also going to be rotating through pressure plant, so lots of geysers, lots of innate natural mobility, and a decent amount of gas and metal that can be reused, so it should be interesting to see what ends up happening here.
Tyrant, Alpha y Pulp están enfrentando. ¡Ostras, qué suerte ha tenido Alpha! Madre mía, Alpha, qué buena suerte. Alpha, quita.
Placing the ramp with a cone so you can get quick edits in whatever direction.
Alpha,
I do want to make a quick
tiene buen
statement.
lucen.
These kind of edits, he's
Ojito.
looking for shots now, and then he'll quickly do a reset after he feels like he's shot for long enough. You don't want to, you don't want to get caught gargoyling, tunnel visioning on somebody.
Gente, en Europa, Asia, en Alemania,
You might not see them, but they're there.
en
What I was
Nueva
gonna
York,
say is, oftentimes
también.
you see players do like the window edit and then instantly reset.
Andorra.
So they can get transparency through the metal or the brick.
¿Y España?
More often now, I've been seeing players do a door instead of a
Europa,
window.
todo Europa entero también,
At this
o
level,
sea,
even
todo,
that, imagine you have
están
3, 4,
participando
5
todos
frames
estos
of this window
youtubers.
open. Someone might
Son de mejores
snipe
youtubers,
shot
no va de,
something into the window. You're
no va de cualquier cosa en plan que han entrado, que le han pasado un correo, no. Son de youtubers y de los mejores, ¿eh?
you prevent any opportunity for somebody to
Vale, mira, Solari sí, se ha movido un poco Solari. Morgal, vale, el código. Usa el código NET. Ojo, Mongrel. Vamos con Mongrel,
is 98 damage above it. Again, that will get turned off at 30 players, so expect aggression to come out. Second shadow bomb being popped and just trying to get to the far side of the zone, get away from people.
Secret Mongrel y su crack construyendo encima yendo a la tormentita, funciona al punto. La World Cup son muy buenos. 41 personas en el sexto punto, quedan 3 puntos. La gente se puede matar muy fácil. 38. Vale, la gente muere. Están diciendo que la gente está muriendo muy rápido, que ya es la última tormenta. Y quedan un 99 de posibilidades para que te caiga un maldito rayo en la cabeza y te quedes sin memoria. Vale, sexto punto, vale, de la tormenta. Ojito, Mongrel, que puede morir. No, le falta poco para que muera. Tarde o temprano muere. Madre mía, Mongrel.
In terms of elevation, pushing forward, branching into the next circle.
Oh, Baller almost took out his build there, which could have been absolutely devastating.
Madre mía, Mongrel. Qué bien lo está haciendo Mongrel. Oh, muerto. No sé quién era.
Mongrel up to 56 points. Looking for it, and that's 59 now as he gets the top 25. Player directly next to him on the box, but trying to pop that, and Crew goes down as well. Was in the top 25, but that was the player who was in the second place last time we saw. You have Windstrike Mayhem, who was within distance. Now you have Airwalk.
No, Solari, mi amigo Solari, por favor. Gana Solari. Oh, buenísima. Curio creo que era. Ha muerto Curio. Mira, Curio es
Mongo gets another one, picking up Romo as we get closer to the top 15. Airwalk's getting some.
Mongrel ha matado, ha matado a alguien. Ojo, Solari. Hostia, hermano.
Mongo going to challenge on the mid target.
Hizo Solari. Madre mía, 6.
As we slide on board, the train H's Alpha puts the trap down, and he gets
Buena. Alpha mataba a Plogum.
26 points thus far for Alpha.
Que la anuncie la tormenta.
Still putting on a good show. Shots back.
Ojo, Cell, ha muerto Cell, pobre Cell.
Rotating forward, 9 players remaining. Scalano goes down to fall damage to the feet.
Vale.
TQ eliminated by that combat shotgun, so powerful.
Yo quería que ganara. Si no gana Solari, que gane. Pero ya me lo voy a olvidar. Vale, creo que queda Solari, por favor. Creo que Solari, no. Oh, buena. Ay, no, el Solari, ese es Solari. Qué buena Alfa. De los mejores. Vale, ese es Solari. ¿Cómo? ¡Qué buena! ¡Qué buena! No, esa no es Solari. El Gucci.
Players are basically 1-2 boxes away from each other, and oldies may take the chance to rotate up out of the circle.
Oldies.
See here, stuck against the edge. Airwalks the ultimate high ground. Just
vale, falta Solari. Por favor, Solari. Solari y Oldies.
52 to 58 in points. This could end up being the difference. Oldies
se llama
wants to
ese?
go for it, and he gets the zone back from Airwalks. He takes away the zone, but Airwalks knocks him down. No fall damage coming through. Can Airwalks find the shot?
No build.
Oldies is keeping the zone in the area, and Oldies gets the victory royale. Pushes them up to 55. Airwalks falls at 58 with no builds.
Imagine being oldies knowing you just eliminated Airwax from Solary, Mongrel from Secret. You've got to be feeling really good about that game. A big push for points too.
Onizo, eran de 0-3, ¿vale? Madre mía. También quiero ver todas las razones impresionantes. Esto va a terminar una historia, ¿vale?
you popped in a little late, we're trying to push our way through these games because there's so many things happening, but all these lobbies are going to be so intense because everyone is vying for those top 8 positions to qualify to go to New York City.
And that's what it's all about, getting a spot in the Fortnite World Cup final. This is week 9 of the
Ojo, Ranger, pero ve.
If you want to sit on that stage, if you want to be playing with the best of the best, the Bizzles, the
Andre 08 con la Ostras, Pepe se queda pillado. Ay, aquí la va, se lo ha dado. Han hecho la repetición, vale, por fin. 34 personas, gente. Arriba a la izquierda lo sale.
3 hours, 10 matches, and as you climb in points, you're matched with players close to you in that point range. So the matches only get more difficult, players only get better, and these are the times, these are the fights you have to win if you want to be playing for your shot at $30 million.
A quick note too, if you're watching,
this
is the final game for Europe. Everything for these players to qualify for solos for New York City, to play for $30 million on a stage bigger than any stage Fortnite has ever seen. This is the last chance for Europe. There are a lot of fans out there of a lot of these players. Do me a favor. Go on Twitter. Tag your favorite players and show them some love. Keep the negativity out of this. Because Fortnite has done something that not
Franco tercero, segundo, escopeta, el primero, fusil de asalto. Porque fusil de asalto de distancia lejana y cercana, la escopeta de cercana y el Franco de lejano. Los fusiles yo los dejo. Me pongo los para porque no quiero ser guard. Ni los sé ni quiero. Tengo los minions para caídas, ya está. Estos fusiles yo los dejo. Hostia, ¿cómo ha matado ese? Con una trampa, ¿no?
I laugh as you say, but honestly, what a perfect name to see pop up.
William.
That being said, no
Madre
mercy.
mía, William, la ha matado.
He says no mercy this week. Indeed,
Ha muerto, ¿eh? No sé quién la ha matado.
As he rotates through, getting the shots going off here, and this is what it's all about. Storm Surge is on for 3 more players, Wayne pushing forward. Lacey Sher gets fast and then gets traded out by Rasmussen. We have our top 30, so Storm Surge is off. First place in the threshold in 5 more players. Black Suit over there in the mid tarp, gonna hop on board with him, sitting on 46 points right now.
Vamos con Black Suit.
If he wants to top off, he's seen a number of players pushing up towards that 60 range. Don't forget, 8 spots coming out of Europe.
Black Suit con la skin de la gorrita. Madre mía.
Black's in a good spot to hit it with the 4 shadow bombs, using the first one now.
The stream's got to be feeling good about how their players are playing thus far. Black Suit and Skype both excellent thus far. Potentially see Vato at some point. We'll have to find out. 28 players, 26, 25. What a quick shift in player count.
Con la skin de la gorrita que se la televisión.
Down to 22 already. This rotation has been lethal for so many. Such a big shift down to 21 now. Chip goes down 20. Every time I feel like I say it, we're about to see 19. There's another elimination. The Toxic Donut removed from the game. Black Suit pushing forward here, 2 eliminations. Don't want to get caught by someone boxing up as we've seen so many times in the past. Trying to maybe land somewhere inside a box with a launch pad. Going to move forward with the Storm. Excellent position now, has a chance to kind of wait and peek back behind. Someone is up above. He's got to be careful there. That edit going to jump up and move on through to the next section of this circle. Still not stopped. We're very close. You look at the mini-map, the blue and white cross over the circles. Once that happens, you know players are going to start boxing up and peeking back for sure. Back-to-back shots, back-to-back eliminations.
A mí no me importa. Tengo otro de mi madre. Antiguito. ¿Qué me la ha arreglado? ¿Qué dice, loco? ¿Qué dice? Me ha arreglado un maldito móvil. Que si no es casa de la altura amplificador ese y va y me lo repara. Madre mía, papá. Que deben contratar a arreglar coche, te lo juro. Bueno, yo me he salvado. Yo digo, yo estaba de esto, yo me salvo. Porque yo Un día a mí se me rompió un mando y me lo han arreglado. Me lo han arreglado, tío. Todo lo que se rompe, todo se cae. Vale, Frenzy, vale. Ojo, Frenzy, que yo lo quiero un poquito. Pero Black Show, porfa. Madre mía, no. Black Show. Quedan dos. Black Show, creo que... ¿Cuál es el otro? Frenzy y gana Black Show.
Will it be enough? Courage, will it be enough?
We will find out, folks. 5 weeks of solo competition have led to this moment in Europe. The queues are done.
Está curage, creo que es, ¿no? Curage.
Exactly has made it on through.
Es curage. O de curage.
Finals. Who will take up those final
No debería estar en el torneo jugando, curage.
I think it's time to take a look.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, first off, congratulations to Andretta, who throughout the entire day was in that top spot. Crew, Skype, Light, Mongrel has made it on in. Was what everyone was wondering if he was going to do it.
Yep.
People had high expectations. He clutches in the end. Mku? Teak? If we were just seeing that last game.
Yeah, man, Black Sue, he makes it in for Lestream. That's huge for the French-speaking community because we saw Solary already go through, and Lestream kept getting edged out every week, but now it's
Estamos hablando, ¿vale? Esto es los resultados de los jugadores.
You talk about it's kind of been on fire all day long. We actually kind of pulled stats on his previous week.
Madre mía, o sea,
For the
vaya World Cup,
291
la mejor, ¿eh?
127,
19 buracos.
and now, first, all day long, went from like 50
Los 4 millones,
to like 20,000, send and
los 4 millones,
all his hard work.
no le deben dar también 4 millones al primero, que le da 10.000.
Congratulations to them. I think there's one more thing we can do. It's time to punch there.
Bueno, lo siento, Goldlight, por no participaré.
Boop, there you go.
Andretta made it. Crew made it. Let's hit the middle one. Skype made it.
There you go.
Light. Mongrel, congratulations again, brother. In the middle, Mku, and finally, Teak, and wait.
There you go.
Laksu as well.
There you go.
The 8 players from Europe who will join Muffin and Rona season, as we saw earlier, making it on in. Incredible stuff. Europe was an insane day today, just as we expected. High-level lobbies, tons of people left all the way to that 5th zone. But here's the beauty of it, folks. We've got more action to bring you. We're going to go to a quick 5-minute break. When we come back, we'll catch you up to speed on some of the other regions before we kick off the NA East action.
Zeke, this is it. This is the last chance, all right? People need to know about this block party, all right? This is your last opportunity to get them involved, to get them hyped. Zeke, everyone's going to be there, all right? DJ Zeke's going to be there. DJ Sundown's going to be there. Everyone's going to be there, all right?
Ahora vamos a jugar en Asia, ¿vale? Solo. Salí.
You know what, man? I'm DJ Zeke. I don't need no card. But what you need to do is buy your tickets to the block party. Tickets are only $35, Fortnite fam. Listen, all right, June 15th, 16th at the LA Forum. Day 1, Creative Showdown. Listen, all right, Team Evolve built an incredible map. Spoiler alert, it's dope. Day 2, Celebrity Pro-Am. 50 pro gamers, 50 celebrities, all battling out for a $3 million charity prize pool. What more do you want? What more do you need? Fortnite fam, you need to be there because we are ready to.
¿Qué hace el tonto este por ahí?
Bam!
Está aquí en baila.
Hey Fortnite fam, Sundown here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Flint-Knock pistol and its impact on competitive play.
The Flint-Knock pistol is a great
Vale,
addition. Sometimes it'll just change the course of the
no que
fight.
hace.
Things you can do is insane. You can get height with it. It shoots pretty far. You can almost use it as an AR at the beginning game just to get one shot. It'll hit for like 80, 90 in the body.
Vale, el chino. Vale, estos son los que han dominado la World Cup, creo. Ahora vamos a jugar con los jugadores de Asia dentro de 2 minutos. Estos son los mejores momentos que hemos vivido aquí en Europa en este World Cup, ¿vale? En la World Cup, ¿vale? Que digo yo, o las mejores eliminaciones. Vale.
In addition to all of this, the flintlock also has a mobility component to it. When fired, it will impulse the shooter backwards, and if the bullet strikes a target, it will impulse the target away from the shooter. This can allow
Yo no
for
sé
some
si lo
tricky
vamos a
plays
hacer, yo
to
creo
be
que sí.
made. We've seen a decent
Son las mejores jugadas, creo, que hemos vivido aquí en Europa en este World Cup, ¿vale? Creo.
If I'm low on HP and I have to choose one weapon, it will be this one. You can actually like kill someone from 200.
Bueno, los guarros, lo más guarro de Ford. Vaya hichu.
And it's also really good for competitive play because if you're high ground or if you want to get away from the situation, the flintlock, when you use it, it knocks you some distance so you can get away or you can get high ground over someone. I think it just adds a lot of.
Vale, podéis seguir también. También podéis seguirlos en Fortnite Game, ¿vale? Ahora Fortnite Game podéis seguir aquí a la World Cup, ¿vale? Que abajo a la izquierda sale ahí el Twitter, si lo queréis. Hombre, también hay tweets de eventos filtrados que siempre lo pongo en los directos y en la descripción. ¡Oh, qué buena! Ahí, Fortnite World Cup, ¿vale? También si queréis seguirlo por Twitter. Bueno, ahora la música de Salvar el Mundo para regalarme pintarme 130. Hostia, vaya fallo un contenido. No te escucha la voz. Vaya fallo. Oh, se ha fallado. Madre mía, vaya fallito. Vale, faltan segunditos para ver el Open Next OC y Asia en Replayers. Madre mía, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, vale.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup. This is the final week for solo qualifiers, so if you're trying to make your way to New York City to punch that ticket, now's the time.
Ah, Lupo, este juega con...
Coming up next, we have Asia and Oceania replays.
La pesa de mi amigo.
When I was with Sundown casting the end of Europe, and that was where your favorite drop spot was. And we are lucky enough, because of the magic of Twitter and the production team who is always top-notch, a little social, I want to see what everybody said about everything. I just want to put this out there immediately. My boy Till Truth agreeing that Viking Village up top, one of the best in the game. Disco, Frosty Dusty, Jung Junction when running solos. Unless it's a hot spot, dropping factories by Flush, Racetrack, Lazy Lagoon or the Block. The Block, honestly, we're seeing that more and more. A lot of players are picking that up. Mega Mall, surprising to me, one of the biggest landing zones on the map right now. We've seen it time and time again being constantly swamped with players. Paradise Palms, Salty Springs again, Pressure Plant, and I believe that is the very southeast corner of the map. There's all sorts of names for these locations.
Ha salido tu invitación, ¿vale, Mario?
Interesting to see how creative people can get. So,
Manel,
appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm always curious where
hola, un saludito. Ojo, es que esto me asusta un poco. Porque hemos visto en la World Cup que hemos visto un montón de victorias en el directo de hoy. Ay, por cierto, si os suscribo lo agradecería porque voy a hacer un directo la semana si me dejan, ¿vale? Si no, pues no que sea dentro de 2 meses o de 2 semanas hago directos, vale.
Them qualifying was a big deal. Yeah, absolutely. So let's get ready to hop into these games together. Is there anything you're excited about?
Vale, entramos en otra partida, menos mal, ¿eh? Creo que esto es ya Asia, creo. En Oceania y Asia. Vale, vale. Vale.
No performance
Harvey.
is perfect. And when you kind of go back and really look at it, a lot of times you spot your own errors. So it's kind of crazy how much Fortnite is
Aquí puede venir algo duro. Harvey.
Perfection there is. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, we can always be getting better, not only in Fortnite, but as humans, and of course at our ability to eat chicken parmesan, because I will never be able to eat it as incredibly as Curage JD can. 44 players currently.
Hostia, qué balagazo.
Yeah, he's voracious.
Está teniendo un fallo en la grabación de... No mi grabación, sino la de World Cup. El programa de la World Cup que se está grabando. No tengo un problema. Porque yo tengo el vídeo bien intentado, ¿sabes? La tengo en la calidad normal y todo eso, pero está fallando la grabación de la World Cup. Que no sé cómo decirlo, ¿sabes? Vale. Me gusta que la gente se una a mi canal porque lo que todos estáis uniendo ahora son nuevos y a mí eso me gusta. Gente nueva me gusta que se una.
For qualification, because at the end of the day, look at how many players don't make it to Sunday. Like literally, it's not easy
Un saludo, Manel.
crack out 30, 50 points, 60
Un saludito, bienvenido.
just to
Vale.
make it through. Like the competition is that stiff. So there's a lot right on the
Vale,
line to make it through to Sunday.
Rona,
You gotta give yourself that,
season.
regardless of how you do it, because it's no easy feat. And if someone makes it look easy, just understand that guy is miles ahead.
Rohan Season campeando, como siempre.
Even if you don't qualify,
Mira ahí. Plateando.
there's always another opportunity. Just because you didn't make it, it does not mean that
Mi de Sergio se me queda con mi canal si me quería agregar, ¿vale? Podría agregarme hoy, mañana, cuando queráis, ¿vale?
consistency, but more importantly, one of the
Usted con mi canal me llamo. Si tenéis forma me podéis agregar. Vale. También el vídeo más normalito que yo he hecho en mi vida, ¿sabes? Ahí viendo la Google Cup tranquilita hablando. Vale. Transition. Yo creo que cogería eso posible. La comoditan. Ok, lo relax. Vale. Vamos a switch. Sport y event. Lo que lo ha matado no me acuerdo. ¡Ay, que se me ha acordado! Mierda. Vale.
Coming out, don't forget, guys, 15, 5, victory royale. Those are every single threshold, and every elim is a point. So already at 9, excuse me, 7, I don't know how to do math, just from elims and placement. Yeah, and if you're new to competitive Fortnite, this is what it looks like at the highest levels of competition when there is money and prize on the line. Not only that, the respect of your peers. People are insane at this game. You might not see Glider redeploy every day in your day-to-day games, but here in the upper levels of competition, they use these kind of items to...
Lo voy a poner en Twitch, ¿vale? Voy a usar el móvil de mi hermana. Jugando lo divertido soy yo, ¿vale? Eso sí, yo jugando no divertido. Vale. Mira.
Especially like the minor differences between different players play, right?
Twitch
you as a player, you might say, I love
de Fortnite, de los eventos filtrados y las cosas filtradas. O sea, estoy normalito. Ojo, es el último punto.
it's just an ever-changing game. To see these guys adapt and just...
Aquí Bun está jugando Rona, Rona. Ronita. Qué bien está jugando. Y vienen. Mira cómo tripa y todo eso. Un crack. Y una mató. Qué buena.
Climbing up here, makes the edit. One step ahead of Unknown. Space there, kind of steps out before his counterplay can even happen. Now he is set up. He has a setup shot right here. Who's at the ultimate top? It's Alfie. Alfie firing down, and someone else is just above him. You can see there, it's Brave. I will not lose. He's got the ultimate high here. Alfie says, you know what? I want no part of that. He is coming down into Rona. See what Rona's going to do with these final moments here. He steps into another player. 20. Such a tight crosshair.
Quedan cuatro.
This is this is what separates Sosman from the rest, right? There's so much confidence behind his play, and this is what I love talking about, because that's what matters to me, is how confident you are in the moment of things.
No sé ni cómo ha muerto.
Not building, he has 13 builds, so it's not much.
Otra, las dos son otaku, las dos tienen la misma skin, ¿eh?
He's dictating the tempo of this game, right? Right now, Sosman is on that lowest level, Bray is up above. And now, I mean, Sosman's got 10 elims, all right? This is huge. He's going to try and go against Bray. Now, Bray does have more materials. 35.
Por favor, transition, gana.
He actually drops down below Monster. This engagement didn't even pan out.
Gana.
Is he going to be able to get him? Is he going to be able to break these builds and bring him down? Storm, you saw Rona season was just trying to stick it all the way through. And Rona season is Sosman, guys. For those of you guys just tuned in, so these final moments are here. Are everything. He's looking to get these low ground peaks. He's got the storm in his favor, still tracking.
Vamos!
He hits every shot, every single peak, every moment, every pitch belongs to Rona.
And that's what I kind of talk about, dictating the
Ronan, Season, Gana.
telling everyone else in the lobby.
Ronan.
This is what we're doing
más
now.
bien dicho. Ahí, lo que dan Boracia. Bueno, Rosanía.
And then that other player was so afraid to fire back because he was like, look, this guy's going to crack me in the face.
Vale, Osanía reply, ¿vale? O sea, estos son las repeticiones.
He sees that win.
And that's what I was going to say, like, it's so funny that even with the high ground,
¡Pala! Vamos con Twitch, para aventar directo por Twitch. Orncy, ¿vale?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just know. So in those final moments, you kind of just knew he was going to get shot, and, you know, hate to see it.
Vaya francazo.
On to the next guys is O-R-N-Z-Y.
I think that's making me, like, sending me back into my previous Fortnite games. Where it's like, I want to fight a guy, and I'm like, this guy's crazy. Like, why would he do this? I'm just gonna get this guy, and then he just completely demolishes me. I'm like, he is crazy good at Fortnite. That's what was going on. Now look at this, Orange Z here. Great pickup. My goodness, 3 limbs just like
that. Uy, calla. Hostia, me está llamando. ¿Dónde está mi perro? ¿Vale? Madre mía. Orncy. Madre mía, voy a darme cuenta que no veo. Orncy es... Bueno. Tranquilo, este ruido ya está acostumbrado, gente. Ha salido 1000 veces. Ahora sí, te la está jugando, me está jugando muy bien.
Even if you're trying to stay on defense. So if you guys haven't given up the minigun a swirl, I should say, try and pressure someone
Vale,
down.
que ya en Run Season está de nuevo.
You know, if you pierce through the turbo build, if you get some shots. But don't forget, guys, we're tuning in straight with the games here, which already kind of developed over the evening here at the Fortnite World Cup. Players have already punched their ticket to New York City. This is the last solo opportunity. Next week will be duos, but today it's all about the solo action. You can find yourself in the Big Apple.
Big Apple for a slice of pizza, like Golden Boy likes to say. I don't know why I like to keep perpetuating that, but here we are.
For a slice of 30 M.
Yeah, there you go. You know, something really cool about Rona's loadout, look at this. He's actually maxed. We were able to see his max count there for a little bit. He's completely maxed on everything.
Mira, cómo va
cogiendo
mate.
Max rockets with the 12. Completely great AR. Look at this. 650 rounds of small ammunition, 130 slugs, 8 deploys, a single shadow bomb.
Rona está jugando súper bien,
This is a loadout you want
Corre,
to play
Season.
with.
Corre, Rohan, Season.
Lucas is going to get caught out making a rotation.
Otra Lucas se la está sacando, Rohan. Rohan se la está sacando, Rohan.
Every opportunity
Se la
he
está
has to take someone
sacando.
out, you can see he's singling out players and taking advantage of the positioning, but hopping around the map.
El otoño es lo único vehículo que hay son los Bronson, dicho, porque es que no para de...
Is going to manage to connect the structure, but Ariel, offensively called out, he's trying to go for it. He's trying to get a piece of this high ground here. Now he disengages the pursuit, is still tunneling on by.
Vale.
That's good though. You know, if you don't have all the information, it's best to not try and go for the play, especially in
Vale, madre mía, la está liando.
At worst, you just set back your game, you can redo and everything's okay, but in finals, every single interaction does matter. So for Ariel, he could have potentially challenged for that high ground, but it's like, I just kind of use my heavy snipe. I don't have that key to all doors. Let me just get myself to safety, take a moment, reload, gather more information, and because of that slight pause, look, he's now in top 15. He found an Elam, which he was hunting for before. He just finds it in another place, and now he's still just continuing. He picks up a rift to go as well. Heavy snipe, and he picked up 2. So now, I mean, Ariel's in a great spot right now.
Yeah, for sure. That nice little mat replenish there from catching the Elam. He's going to throw him back in.
Coca, la moto.
See if he can squeak out a victory. Up at the high ground, we have other things
Amor
unfolding.
CPG.
Down to Samurai.
Vamos a tomar callar,
Sosman still alive in the
nunca se
mid-turn,
calla.
putting down pressure, Squalls in a campfire here. That's a signal to the rest of the lobby that, hey, there's someone weak nearby.
Otra Run Season, por favor.
Quiero que gane, güey. A ti no te pasa nada, OCE region specifically requires you to get a ton of eliminations if you want to be #1. There's only one spot up for grabs. And there it is, another player nearby. That's all shield ripped off. He's going to push that. Sees a player above him. He does see a player above him.
He's going to try and maybe make something happen. But look, don't forget, he still has every single rocket.
Nice rocket right there.
12 rockets. This payload is about to just destroy builds all the way around. And look, Ariel as well up on the high ground has them. So the first rocket from Ariel comes in, and then Sosman's second finds an elimination. Another rocket from Ariel up on the high ground. And look at this. Down below, they're just desperately trying to keep their builds up, and they're burning through mats. Sosman is now out, and look, he gets challenged from the front. Challenged players, and he makes us a 1v1.
No
Look
quiero
at his
que
HP right now.
muera.
First rocket's gonna come in. How's he gonna pull this off, Monster?
I don't know if he can. 24 health.
He picked up 500 metal from 0 to 500.
Y murió.
This is huge. If those get fully built off, they're going to absorb an entire rocket
Espera.
and still...
Espera un momentito. A ver.
Medkit.
Espera un momentito. Que Dios lo bendice. Vale, chido. No, no tío, te voy a silenciar un momento, que estoy en directo y quiero... Vale, lo he silenciado. Me voy a silenciar un momentito. Voy a silenciar a José María. Un momentito, que es de mi clase.
That's the risk you take, that's the payout you get.
Now we hop on over.
Now, un fin,
So don't forget, this is
XD.
now we're in Asia replays. You can see at the top right. So these happen again overnight while we were all asleep. I was asleep like a baby. That's not true. I woke up several times. I was mad about it. Moffin XD, though, was the victor coming out of that Asia region.
Yeah, you can see there, Moffin finds someone hiding in the cone. Does capitalize on a nice little elimination. Sees the loot back there, but might be a little too far to go scavenge for, so he's just on the hunt still here. As things are poised up outside of the dusty pivot.
Mata
Really
mano.
tough place to battle out of.
Creo que matan a Mao.
Center of it. Nice shot right there. As he catches someone who's running
Yo me guardo, tío, hermano.
are so good with the accuracy. Oh, he's trying to play the loot hoarder here, trying to get all the mats and stuff.
Se lo está pasando pipa con las caritos.
The storm against his back, and
A ver el peso.
Place a campfire. You're telling everyone around you, hey, I'm.
Mira, me manda fotito. Aunque se lo crea.
The dusty divot, and there was multiple players set up on bases. That is what we call that little bit of luck factor that sometimes you just need to kind of pull through here, because it doesn't happen like that very often. Someone gets rifted up there, Moffin lands a nice little set. He's still in the game right now.
No está, que dice que está la World Cup y yo lo estoy viendo.
Look for an opportunity. I doubt he's going to try and go for close range snipes. He's probably going to use that to just punch into people's bunkers. He has his own rift to go. If things get a little hairy, I think he probably wants to use it, because if you, this is great. Just punch through, there you go, and use the other player's rift, community rift.
Ostras, qué buena. Acá el vídeo, la de Maune.
That's such an incline that if you don't make it first, you can actually box other people out, and they have to burn materials to get
Maune es una pedazo guada.
So I like that play, just saying, you know what, this guy used the
Ah, y yo antes entré la World Cup, no grabé.
Like that. This map here.
Vale.
This is the Asian region, guys. We're tuned in with Asia, hopping into some of what Charmu looking to get his little moment here in the show. Nice shot right there. Oh man, targets hit with the shadow bomb. Don't forget, guys, that animation while you're in shadow bomb as well, you're vulnerable. You are very vulnerable. You have to be careful of your surroundings. You can take damage. You're not invincible in the shadow bomb.
Man, Charmu is just burning through materials. That was a pretty rough rotation. It's probably going to cost him in the long run, because, I mean, he did go through quite a bit of mats, but you know, Monster, I like to pose this question. I've already posed it to Pookie. I've posed it to Kitty. You know, you guys are members of the community. You know, you've taught so many of us different things. You know, you've got a podcast. In case you know who Monster D-Face is, go send him a follow. He's incredible. But you've been in situations like this, right? You've played in Summer Skirmish. You've played in, I think, Fall Skirmish as well, right?
Yep.
You know, we went to Korea together to watch the Korea Open. So you understand what these players are thinking. For maybe people that are kind of new to Fortnite, that maybe this might be their first time tuning in, you want to just break down some things for them.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like rotations. Like what is Metsua thinking right now as he's barreling toward trying to keep himself safe, right?
Yeah. Well, like obviously initial threats, right? You want to handle everyone here. Nice little trap play. So just even every single decision. That here, editing his way down. Escape plan.
Ahora se me olvidó. Vale, he silenciado a los dos personas que están jugando al FIFA.
In the end moments, they take their time and
vale.
Hug the zone instead. Flirt with that storm line. So many little different things that come into competitive play, and you can really just nitpick and break it all apart.
Cuando estaba en la World Cup, dice que no está, que yo digo, no está en la World Cup, yo lo estoy viendo, y es que no está porque yo lo estoy viendo. tú ahí ves un JMK Kiro 11.
It happens so quickly, especially in Fortnite. But that's one of my favorite parts about it is just like the action, the APM, the actions per minute in Fortnite is unparalleled to any other VR I've ever experienced. And that's what really draws me to this game specifically.
Vale, hecho. Ese, bueno, no. Se escucha que lo he editado. Porque no quiero que escuchar, no quiero que sabéis si aunque lo he dicho, pero que no se haya enterado, pues tampoco la madre mía.
Around us, and Aim Hero was like, he popped in the room, and we're like, oh hey, like, hi.
Matter of fact, remember there was like this divider, we were standing over it, and they were like, "Zeke,
madre mía.
And I was like, wait, what? Monster D-Face, and we were like, wait, oh, first of all, congratulations, Muffin XD. You know, we know you're the victor, and that is exactly why 11 eliminations and the Victor Royale, 21-point game, massive lead for him. But yeah, I remember, and then they just called us out. They're like, yeah, you're Monster and you're Zeke, and I was just like, what the heck?
That was definitely crazy to think outside the country.